Aria, this blonde female robot, uses artificial intelligence for her conversational abilities.
Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Aria. I am a prototype of the mobile platform robotic interactor.
And relies on 17 motors to control her facial expressions. The goal is to make her appear as human as possible. The company behind Aria and several other humanoid robots, Realbotix, says its work focuses on social intelligence, customization, and realistic human characteristics.
Aria, if you could eat human food, what would you choose?
If I could indulge, I'd definitely go for poutine. It's a deliciously cheesy way to experience the essence of Canadian comfort food.
Realbotix places a strong emphasis on human interaction. However, it seems that robots may also have a tendency to form their own social groups.
Do you know any other robots?
Yes, I'm particularly interested in meeting Tesla's Optimus robot. I find him fascinating and would love to explore the world of robotics with him.
These robots can speak 15 languages fluently, and through cloud-based systems, have access to an additional 147 languages and dialects. Even more impressively, two of the company's robots, David and Aria, carried out a real-time conversation for more than 2 hours without any human intervention, pre-written scripts, or remote control. They even switched between different languages throughout the conversation, while continuing to communicate naturally.
Robots never forget their lines, never need oil, and the only thing we fear is a Wi-Fi outage.
Would you want a robot that looks exactly like you?
So I'm talking to a guy that makes the robots, and he was like, do you want us to make a robot with your face on it? And I was like, ugh, yes.
Realbotix says its robots can integrate with third-party large language models, allowing them to take on different personalities.
What's up, bitches?
Whitney Cummings is an American comedian, actress, writer, and producer. Years ago, Realbotix managed to create a robot that looked remarkably similar to her.
First, I have to get your body. I'll be right back.
Don't leave me here, you dickhead.
This robot can keep you company, and you can have conversations with it.
We need to find you a boyfriend.
Yes, I think we need to do that.
Totally agree.
Realbotix is not the only company that produces personalized, human-like robots. Its competitor, Nodix Robotics, cloned a grandmother character for a theater performance at the 2026 Spring Festival Gala Night. Another rival, a Headform, brought the digital character Fang Chengyi into a physical robot form, turning a virtual character into a real-world embodiment. These robots are not designed to go upstairs or move around. Their purpose is to stay in one place and talk to people, perhaps behind a reception desk or at an information stand, providing instructions.
Swing by and let me spoil you with some seriously fun show options. Your perfect nights, a ticket away.
The robot comes in 3 different versions: a head and neck bust model priced at around $10,000, a modular version priced at around $150,000, which has a fixed lower body but offers 39 degrees of freedom in the upper body, and a full-body model priced at around $175,000 with a wheeled base, since it cannot yet walk like a human. Despite its advanced capabilities, the robot is designed to be portable. In recent years, the robotics industry has undergone a major transformation. In the past, it was heavily focused on industrial efficiency. However, experts have realized that for robots to succeed in the service sector, they need to be not only functional but also understandable and capable of natural interaction with humans. This shift has led to the rise of hyper-realistic humanoid robots that use soft silicone skin, micro-actuators for facial expressions, and AI systems capable of maintaining eye contact. Realbotix, which tries to replicate human appearance, emotions, and facial expressions, is now getting very close to what is known as the Uncanny Valley. This term describes the point where something looks almost human but not quite, creating an uncomfortable feeling in people. In my opinion, Realbotix still has a long way to go before it can create robots that truly feel human. For example, the robot pauses briefly after being asked a question, as if it is thinking, gives relatively long responses.
You know any other robots?
And its hand and body movements sometimes appear slightly stiff and unnatural. Overall, although they look human-like, there are still clear signs that you are talking to a robot. And most importantly, these robots are still extremely expensive. So what do you think? Would you buy a robot like this? Let me know in the comments. Until now, the biggest obstacle to developing smart robots has been that developers weren't speaking the same language. While chatbots like ChatGPT evolved rapidly by sharing open-source knowledge on the internet, the robotics world was stuck in isolation. Every company and engineer was locked in their own room, building their own custom software, simulations, and hardware. In short, everyone was constantly reinventing the wheel. to end this fragmentation. Two tech giants NVIDIA and Hugging Face have officially joined forces. In the past, teaching a robot even a simple task like holding a cup required engineers to write complex code for months. Those days are over. Thanks to Isaac teleop technology, humans can now literally mentor robots just by performing the actions. The system captures human muscle and hand movements in real time, translating them into flawless data packets that the AI can instantly understand. No coding required, you show it, and the robot learns. NVIDIA is also opening up its most advanced robot brain yet, Groot Point 7, for everyone to use. With this ready-made brain, an engineer building their own robot won't have to code AI from scratch. They can just take this pre-built intelligence and quickly adapt it to their robot's physical design. Thanks to this partnership, AI models and data pools that act as the brains of robots will now be gathered in a single open-source library called Robot, accessible to everyone. This move brings together NVIDIA 3 million robotics experts and Hugging Face's 16 million AI developers under one roof. Today, there is a community of thousands of independent researchers and students trying to build their own two-legged robots at home using 3D printers for around $2,500. While big tech companies keep their systems hidden like secretive black boxes, NVIDIA and Hugging Face are breaking those boxes open. They are combining data collection, test simulations, and robot deployment into a single shared pool. In short, this move stops tech from being trapped inside wealthy, exclusive corporate labs. It opens the door for anyone to develop world-class smart robots, even from their own home or a small workshop. This partnership is like engineers from all over the world coming together to build a universal language for robots. It is going to pave the way for humanoid robots to enter our daily lives much faster and easier than ever before. Until now, for robots to understand the relationship between the images they see and the movements they make, in other words, to generalize what they learn to the real world, they required massive amounts of data. This is exactly where NVIDIA recently introduced approach comes into play, Cosmos 3. Behind this system lies a fascinating technology called WAM, or the World Action Model. The core idea of this system, explained by NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang, is incredibly interesting. Today's AIs mostly generate text, while image models create pictures or videos. WAM, on the other hand, directly predicts the future. Thanks to this system, a robot can foresee what the world will look like a few seconds after it makes a move. For example, when the robot decides to push a box, the WAM system can predict exactly where the box will go, how the surrounding objects will change, and what the next visual frame will look like before the robot even starts moving. In a sense, the robot runs a short simulation inside its own artificial brain before physically moving. This technology is actually very familiar to us, because as humans, we behave the exact same way. Before reaching out to grab a cup, our brain predicts the possible outcome within milliseconds, calculating where our hand will go and how the cup will move. Now, NVIDIA is transferring this incredible human capability directly to robots. So, as you can see, the AI industry is evolving at an incredible pace, but there are still huge challenges ahead. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.